exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 56 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And his kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be let out by their rookie quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Juwan Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we...
It got his man, complete. It's a big play there. 54 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Monarchs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Again, it's Achane. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami.
All right.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And on the way in for a Miami touchdown. Juwan Jackson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins have regained the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Right back to him on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll try again. And this time he's in for the touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Dolphins 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to offenses, and typically one guy makes a big play and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got him in. Complete. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins have yet again retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are
here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Austin's offense ready to go again. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They'll drop to throw. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown!
effort there. 36 yards. And the Monarchs have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass, his young quarterback. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Miami's offense set and ready to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up, and you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to less into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Waddle's first catch, good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given them a lot to think about, a lot of different...
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Marquise Bell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Austin's offense ready to go again. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Monarchs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw caught by Achane. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Two and now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in. Yeah,
actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Austin.
They go play action here on first down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, he had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. First down, 5.
He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On second down, they'll run it here.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Austin.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
McPherson set to kick off.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Tua now on first down. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 64 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Slot man moves right. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 14. First down, Austin.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They stopped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the ball is knocked out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Monarchs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And McPherson set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. He'll dump this off to Achane. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Tua going to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually get kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Boston's offense ready to go again. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, Lockhart.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on it. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Let's go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this one is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Go ahead.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely building more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the fourth quarter, a time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And running with power here.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on third down. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Marte Mapu, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my ratchets, you ever offended. My clearly cracked the mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What should be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one will stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the eating, and no umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weakness. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great as ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. Into like that, like that.
Fix my chain real quick.
Baby, go. Yeah.
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my sign, you gotta come and check in. After way get hectic, don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit 'em like it's Tetris. You got the way, you know you do it texting. Listen, I like it rain in your hood, like I weather the streets. On my label, we good, I'ma get to the free. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done Tommy and Dylan, I got off the block. To the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck, cause I'm shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flap. I don't care about no dissing, cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my.
Let's go now. Ready, break!
When my scope like Richard Branson. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, turn me on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench brain. It was like worth for 10K or cause it is 10K. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage to be like, see the crowd going ahead to be like. So I step down stage to be like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going ahead to be like. Courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about the so I stepped on stage to be like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like. So I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going ahead, they were like. Oh yeah.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole